Sacandaga Lake was created in 1930. It's located in Fulton and Saratoga counties. The lake is a reservoir created by the damming of the Sacandaga River. The primary purpose of the creation of the reservoir was to control flooding in the Hudson River and the Sacandaga River, which have historically significantly impacted the surrounding communities. Lake Sacandaga isn't all fun and recreation. It also has a dark history. That reservoir, when it was built, well, they had to relocate graves in towns and bridges, which some lie beneath the lake now. The Sacandaga Valley, well, it was inhabited mainly by the Bear Clan. Of the Mohawk and the Turtle and Wolf clans lived nearby. These natives did not live in teepees, and these families grew corn, beans, and squash. The village of Northville is nestled in the foothills of the Adirondack Mountains within the Adirondack Park. Northville sits on the shores of the Great Sacandaga Lake. The first permanent settlers, well, they landed in 1780. Main Street was surveyed and laid out in 1797. In 1807, only 6 families lived along Main Street. As expected in the area, the lumber industry, it created a boom town with milling, cooperage, tanning, and woodenware industries. This rich and dark history is what brought me here, not to mention many witness encounters. Folks have reached out from everywhere, pointing me in this direction. And now that I'm here, I want to take a look around. I want to investigate the town, the area. I want to see what evidence we have from the past that helps connect the dots to the future. Northville is another quiet town, another private town, just as the others that I visited and investigated. I put the drone up to take a better look around. I didn't want to see the town. I wanted to see the wooded areas. I wanted to see the forest areas. I wanted to see the Bigfoot areas outside of town. I didn't realize how close we were to Wells, New York, where we completed that investigation, where we had that experience, and it still rocks my soul to this day. Enough of that. I want to get in the woods. I want to see what's out there, beyond the edge of town, on those hills, in those valleys, inhabiting those peaks, and visiting those water sources. My first stop is a water source. It's a good place to find evidence. I traveled down the road a bit, towards the north end of the lake. I came across some signs, some New York State wilderness signs, state land signs, protected area signs. As you know, these are my favorite. That means that we're protecting something, and I want to find out what it is. I've decided to not continue along down the road. I took a sharp right. I climbed this hill up over the mountainous area to see what's hidden behind. This was not an easy feat. There was no path. There was no directional signage. I climbed up the hill over the rocks, and I became overwhelmed with what I found. Another New York sign. Yellow paint randomly on trees. This obviously is not marking a path of any way. Bent trees. Structure. Broken trees. This was exactly what I was looking for. As I continued my investigation in this area, I began to feel very overwhelmed. I felt as if I was being watched. I didn't know how to act or what to do, but I continued on, and I wanted to find evidence of Bigfoot in the great Sacandaga Lake area of New York State. As I was walking through the woods, walking over the leaves, I can feel something under my feet, as if they could be prints buried under the leaves. With that said, I came across this print. This was a great print. Let's take a look. Let's check it out. Let's investigate. Now, I did scan this print with my app. I did also film with my 360 camera, so there will be more footage to share. If you check the Facebook page, you'll see the Scaniverse scans of the print. It's about 15.5 inches long, and this was a deep print. Deep heel, toes in. Deep heel, toes in. That tells me this is a real print. This is not a hoax. This is Bigfoot. I marked the area on my GPS, and I headed out of there. That eerie feeling, it became stronger. Something was watching me. I went across the road, and I noticed a couple more signs. It looks like there's some day-use camping here, so I wanted to check that out too as well. Now this became very interesting at this point. I felt as if something was watching me up on the hill. As soon as I began down this path, I heard steps to my right, as if, as I was stepping, something else was stepping. So at this point, I feel uncomfortable. I'm on high alert. I can hear things in the woods. It sounds as if somebody's moving through the woods, perpendicular to where I am. It's very interesting. I couldn't stop checking, looking back, seeing if I was being followed or if something was stalking me for a meal. Another possible print in the mud off the path here in Great Sacandaga Lake. Is this more evidence of Bigfoot? Now this is a very interesting area. I plan to come back here and do more investigations. I'm not sure what's going on here. There's camping areas, there's rock formations, there's prints everywhere. It just rained, so you would think they would wash away. So that tells me someone's been here recently. I don't know if they had their shoes on or off, but I didn't see any significant possible Bigfoot prints. I did see a lot of prints though. All in a regular shoe size which tells me most likely not Bigfoot, most likely human activity here. Now, while I was here, I could smell fire, recent fire. I went over to check the coals. They were still warm, and there was smoke coming from a log. So that does confirm there was humans here, human activity, very recently. So I'm going to disregard all these prints that I found in the sand and bring my focus back to that first print, that possible Bigfoot print in the mud off the path when I first entered this area. That was very compelling. That was not human. That was possibly a Bigfoot. This recreational area has plenty of human activity. There's a lot going on here, which makes me wonder and ask questions. Is Bigfoot here to protect this land? Does he know that the human activity is destroying this area? Is he spooking them away? Where are the campers? Why did they leave so abruptly this morning? Are they watching me right now? Are they protecting their land? Are they upset with the humans? My evidence this trip has shown we're destroying the forest to build homes, to sell wood. We've built on their land. We've pushed them back into the mountains. They've created structures, warnings to let us know not to go any further, not to invade their land, not to invade their family units. Let them be and protect our lands. That's the goal of the Bigfoot. My conclusion to this investigation is, there's Bigfoot here. I found evidence, and I know it.